Hey guys, Eric here again. So today I thought I'd make a video instead of actually writing out a tutorial, but I wanted to show this kind of cool new feature I've built. It's not really a feature of the game actually, it's just more of a website, but one request I've gotten a lot is people want to help translate BombSquad into different languages, and so I thought I'd go ahead and make that possible. So I made a little website for basically putting together and submitting different languages for BombSquad, kind of keeping that up to date. So I'll show that here. There's a link to it. I'll put that with the video, but here's basically what the page looks like. It's this really bare bones, ugly looking thing. But you can see here, it'll just have a listing of languages, and anything that shows up red means that it's out of date. So there's stuff that needs to be translated. So right now, pretty much everything needs to be translated. So got some languages here. If you have a language that you'd like to translate it to that's not listed here, go ahead and give me a holler. The only limitation there is that the game only has certain characters, so right now we can't do, like, say, Japanese or something like that. But that's something we could talk about going forward. Right now I can do basically the any European languages, pretty much. So anyway, the one I have translated to right now is just gibberish. I've been using this as a test. So gibberish is mostly translated, but it says there's still 64 values requiring updates. So the way this works is if you see something that's out of date or a language that you want to translate to, just go in here and click on that, and then this will bring up the editor for that language. So if we go into gibberish here, you can see most of these things are gray, which means they've already been translated, so we have current values for all this stuff. But it says 64 values require updates in red. So if we go through, okay, here's one. So this value requires an update. So let's just go ahead and click on this, and then you see here's this value. So this is basically what it says in English: kill 6 bad guys with landmines on Uber Onslaught. So if you just want to translate that into whatever your language is, so I'm just going to translate it into gibberish here. So I'm just going to try to make something that's about the same size, just so it'll fit in the interface properly. With lands on Uber's Onslaught. Okay, there we have a nice gibberish translation. So now I hit set, and it'll go back here, and you can see now it's grayed out because it's already, it's got a translation for it. So basically, what you can do is just, once these languages are translated, you can come in here and just whatever is red, that means something has changed maybe on the English translation, and it just needs to be updated. So I'm hoping this will make it really easy to keep the game up to date, once I change things in English. And so then there's also, you can test this locally, or you can submit it. And so when you submit it, that basically sends it to me. I can put it into the game and then release that with the next update, or you can test it locally. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. Basically, all you have to do is create a little Python file and shove this little text in here. This is basically the combination of all this language stuff. So this is just a little Python file that you can just add to the game and then set the language based off all this stuff. So to do that, I just need to open a text editor, so I'll just get text edit here. And I want new document. So I just want a simple text document. I'm going to select all this stuff, copy it, paste it in here. And I want to make sure that's simple text, not... where do I do that? Yeah, okay, so it's simple text right now. And then I'm just going to save that onto my desktop. I'm just going to call it bslanguage foo.py. And so foo is just whatever you want. I'm just going to use that as a temporary name. Hit save. So now I've got that on my desktop. And now to get it into BombSquad, what we do is user scripts directory. So if you've been following along these tutorials, the user scripts directory is where you can put your own Python scripts to kind of change the game and do stuff like that. So there's an easy way to get to it. If I bring down the console here and just do import bsutils, there's a function called bsutils.showUserScripts. I'm going to run that function, and then on Mac at least, it will just pop up the user mods directory. So now all I have to do is take the little script I made, drop it in that directory, and now if I did everything correctly, I should just be able to do bs.setLanguage foo. There we go. So that worked. It says language is now foo. So now you can see as I change the interface, you can see this is all my gibberish translation for everything. So if I go into settings, there's graphics and all that stuff. So you can see everything has been translated in all through the game. So here's the little welcome screen, the descriptions, this or that, the other thing. So then you can just kind of play through the game and make sure there's nothing that's missing that's still in English. I've probably missed a few things here or there, so email me if you see something missing. But this is explained right here how to do this. So what I just did. And then once you're done with that, you can just do bs.setLanguage none, and that will put you back in English. So then as you're going through, or it'll put you back in whatever your default language is, which right now everything is English. So anyway, so that's how you can kind of test your languages locally. If you come down here and just, basically on this submit thing, just, hi, I'm Eric, and this is a demo, or whatever. Just basically tell me what you did. If you added a German translation, or if you saw something misspelled in your language, just let me know what changes you did, and then just poke submit changes, and it'll just say update submitted. Basically, that'll send me an email, so then I can grab your changes, incorporate them into the game, or make sure they look okay or whatnot. And that's basically it. So I'm really excited about this. Like I said, it should let us get BombSquad translated into most any language pretty easily. So if you have a little bit of time on your hands and want to help out with this, I'll throw your name in the credits if you do any translation work. So as a thank you, so I really appreciate any help, and again, everyone who's offered to translate. Thanks in advance. And so this should be fun. So let's give it a go. Thanks. Talk to you later. Bye.